One of the things that I love to say is that peace is my priority. Like I prioritize my peace. Anything that takes away from it, I stay away from it. You know, this power that we have in our life, and this power is simply this: that we are in control of what we accept. And the more we understand those things, the more we understand that we don't have to settle for less. The more we understand that we don't have to accept things in our life that don't push us towards where we want to be. That's the power that we have, right? We can't control what people gives us. We can't control what this world gives us. We can't control what, people say about us, but we are in control of what we accept. And I believe this, like what you allow to stay in your life, or even the simple fact of the dangerous fact of allowing voids, right, to control your life. A lot of people are controlled by the voids. What do I mean by that? A lot of people are controlled by loneliness. A lot of people are controlled by their insecurities. A lot of people are controlled by certain things that end up being in the driver's seat of their life, meaning that that's controlling their life. So if you're lonely, obviously anything that presents itself to take away that loneliness, you're going to accept it, right? Or if you're lonely and you're afraid to be alone, you might stay in a situation where you feel alone, right? You might keep people in your life that's not good for your life because you're afraid to go through this journey alone. And at the end of the day, keeping things in your life that cause you pain will continue to cause you pain. And so what you have to do is you got to set some standards in your life that you ain't budging. You got to set some boundaries in your life that you ain't budging. And people might call you insensitive. People might call you stuck up. But I'm going to tell you right now, looking out for yourself, knowing your worth, protecting your peace, protecting your life, guarding your heart is not being stuck up. It's being smart. And only people that want to use you, only people that want to abuse you, only people that want to take advantage of you are the only people that's ever going to tell you that. And so a lot of us, we don't have standards that we live by, right? We don't have principles that we live by. And we just, we don't even realize how worthy we are. Even when it comes to worth, we think our worth is dependent on something outside of us. We think our worth is dependent on how much money we make. Our worth is dependent on, what kind of relationship we're in, because we live a life in society full of pleasing everybody, right? We want everybody to think that we made it. We want everybody to think that we're happy. We put on this facade for everybody else. We try to please imperfect people. We try to be perfect for imperfect people. For what? I said this on my Instagram earlier today, and a lot of people kind of like, what are you talking about, Trent? But I believe we've been programmed by this world to slowly kill ourselves. I believe we've been programmed to be depressed. I believe we've been programmed to lose ourselves because we put our worth in all these things and not realizing that we were created with worth, not realizing that we are special, not realizing that we are incredible. But if you keep yourself around situations and environments that make you feel worthless, it's hard for you to believe that, right? If you keep yourself in toxic environments, it's going to make you feel toxic, right? Simple. And so you have to do your part. And I know I preach about this a lot and talk about this a lot, but I'm tired of people losing themselves. I'm tired of people taking their life because of that. And it's my duty. It's my mission. You know what I'm saying? It's my mission. So when I say these words, protect your peace, I mean that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean that. Don't let people disrupt that. Don't let people kill your vibe. Don't let people steal your energy. Some of us, we're around energy drainers all day long, and we wonder why we're not energized. We're around people that take away our peace. We're around people that rob us of our positive mindset. We're around people that make us feel like we're less. Like, you got to change that, man. When you change your environment, you will change your life, and it might be a lonely road. But I'd rather go alone than I'd rather go alone than be around things that make me feel alone. I'd rather go alone than be around things that I know aren't going to bring any change to my life. But you have to make that decision. Again, I can preach this all I want. I come on these lives, I can tell you, can say amen, you can clap, you can hit the like and heart button all you want, you can watch all the videos that I make. But until you really get sick and tired of being sick and tired, until you say, you know what, the last time was the last time, till you draw a line in the sand and say, I'm not going back, I'm not looking back, I'm not turning back, because I'm headed to a better me, I'm headed to the greatest me, nothing will ever change with your life, guys. Like, you can send me all these messages all you want about your situation, but the thing about it is, what are you going to do with your situation? What are you going to do about your situation? Like, you can't live there for the rest of your life and expecting things to change. So when I say protect your peace, when I say guard your heart, when I say guard your life, like you guard your house. I'm right here in front of my house right now, and I can tell you this, I'm not going to let anybody in my house. I don't care how beautiful the presentation may be or what you say you might have. I'm not going to let anybody in my house. We don't let anybody in our cars. We don't let anybody, in our houses. We don't let anybody in places that we value. But it's crazy that we'll let anybody in our heart. We'll let anybody in our life. that just present the right things. So I want you to start protecting your heart, start protecting your peace like it's something that you value.